Good morning, YouTube. My name is Will.
Otis.
And Enzo. Welcome to the channel. I know it's been a week since I had a video up, so I was planning to do a market update today. Actually, I'd done most of the stuff a few days ago. I just wanted to pull it back up and finish when I realized there was a few new arrivals in the 06 EVO 9's that I think you guys might find interesting. I don't think any of you guys will want to buy them, but I think you'll find them interesting. Right now, you have the opportunity to buy not one, not two, but three brand new EVO 9 MRs. This is not the first time that I believe this same Mitsubishi dealership has done this. It's long been rumored on the internet that they had multiple of them. I know one came up for auction a couple years ago that made headlines. So it's kind of weird that they would just dump three all of a sudden. It's also kind of weird that it's like they just threw them up there. It's almost like, is this an accident or something? Or, you know, were they maybe thinking about selling them, or they're planning to sell them and they've gone up too soon? I don't know. Because it doesn't surprise me that car dealerships would use either a third party or a program or something to list their cars for them. But it's just funny for such rare cars to go up, and the wording is very nonchalant. Let me give you an example. On the red MR, it states only 3 miles, which is low for a 2006. You think? What am I supposed to do with that? And then it goes on to say, no obligation test drive. You think they're giving test drives? 3 miles? What are they gonna do? Like, what's the test drive? We'll let you drive it from one side of the showroom to the other side of the showroom? Because that thing ain't leaving the showroom. It clearly like never has. But as you can see here, we have the red one, $75,999, $76,000. You can see the dealer discount of $24,000. So you are getting quite a deal. I mean, let's be honest. Then we have the gray here, $79,988. Not quite as good of a deal. $20,000 off. Still a pretty significant discount. Not as good as the red one though. Gray must be more popular. Also, just as popular as gray is the white with the racing stripes, obviously, because who doesn't want that in their Evo? 291 miles too. I mean, I gotta be honest. If I'm shopping for a brand new EVO 9 in 2019, 291 miles is a little on the high side. I generally prefer it to be single digits. The gray one is on the high single digit. It has 9 miles, so it is still single digits. It's not as low. I mean, we're at the high end of the low end, but I could probably make it work. But I mean, 291, I mean, it might as well be a million at this point. So, jokes aside, honestly, I don't know who buys this thing. I mean, obviously somebody who collects cars. But, I mean, you buy one of these things with 9 miles or 3 miles, and even if it is worth $76,000, which is debatable, the fact of the matter is, even if you drove it a little bit and put a few thousand miles on it, it's just going to crush the value. I mean, even if you could make the argument that it's $75,000, you drive this thing, you put a few miles on it, suddenly the thing's going to be worth like $40K. Or something, you know. I mean, it's just going to be ridiculous how quickly they drop. So it really does kind of have to just be what it is, basically, a museum piece at this point. That being said, if any of you are near this dealership, I would strongly encourage you to go check them out, because it's not going to be often that you get to see what a brand new EVO looks like. I mean, I know what they look like. I owned one, but, you know, that's memory. So to be able to actually, you know, look at a time capsule, I think is really cool. It also helps from just a records perspective. You know, if you're new to EVOs, or if you weren't into cars back then, if you were younger back then, you know, I can look at an EVO and I know it's modded, but if you're not familiar with them, you may not be able to. So this is, at least from an MR perspective, this is a really good thing to study. Because then you know, like, okay, that is modded or that isn't modded. Before any of you ask, no bank is going to finance this. Not without some serious collateral on your part, whether that be cash or some other assets. I'm sure they finance maybe. I'm sure there's some specialty banks out there that deal with collector type cars, but generally speaking, for the normal folks, you might be able to get a loan of like 20 some thousand on this, so you're pretty much gonna have to put up the rest in cash. Don't get me wrong, if I had the money to burn, sure, why not buy them as a cool thing to have. If I really had the money to burn, I'd buy like all of them and drive one of them. That would be cool. I mean, not like a lot, I wouldn't like daily drive it, but it'd be cool to be able to do that, and maybe then buy one that you lightly mod and then keep the red one with no miles, apparently. So I guess you could drive the gray one and mod the white one at this point. I'd probably start by taking the racing stripes off, though, because that was not OEM. I don't know what the thought process is on that. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I will have another Evo video on my Evo soon. It is in progress. I am doing some work on it finally. It's just not done yet. But hopefully that'll be up in a couple days. Otherwise, appreciate you guys as always. Comment below. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think of the cars, if you would buy one or not, what you would do. And overall, if you have any questions specifically about buying an Evo, you can always Instagram DM me. Appreciate you guys as always. I'll see you guys in the next video. Are you guys done? Been chasing? Yeah.
You're one and only.